Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Write to Recite. This is Belal, your brother from another mother, beginning with Bismillah. Today's video, we're going to be covering the 5th verse of Surah Al-Falaq. وَمِن Sharri Hasidin Idha Hasad. So, this here, the process is going to be such that first you grab yourself a pencil, get yourself a paper or a tablet with a digital pencil, so that way you can write and you can erase and make corrections, so that way you can learn to recite. What we're going to do is we're going to follow the skeleton. Then we're going to do the dots. Then we're going to do the e's and oo's, so you can plan each move. Then we're going to follow it up with the twin signs, the ins, and uns. We're going to look at rest signs. We're going to look at strong signs. We're going to look at simple stretches, and we're going to look at any special symbols. And then that will conclude the writing of the verse. So think of me as your bald Bob Ross. Gather your pencils, gather your papers. Let's get started. Beginning with Bismillah. And in this case, because we're starting in the middle of the surah, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And let's get started. We start with a wow. Wa. Actually, let me bring that over here. Wa. Mi. Na. And then sheen, ra, and then we have ha, and then alif, and then we have a sin, and then we have a da, and then we have alif with a little hamza, and a dhal with an alif, and then we have a ha, and then we have a sin, and then we have a da. Now we've got the skeleton all put together here. Not the best handwriting, and that's okay. It's your handwriting, or in this case, it's my handwriting. Own it. And as you practice, you'll get better. Just keep in mind, what you're doing is, even if you don't know how to write, you don't know the Arabic language, that's okay. Just follow the shapes. They're shapes. They're lines on a paper. Copy those lines. That's essentially it is. Essentially what it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the dots. So we see our first dot here. Our first dot is that of a noon. I need to do better than that. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Now we've got the noon. We got our first dot. Then we have the 3 dots on top of the sheen. And then we do the dot that's on top of the dhal. And that's about it. We got all our dots. Now let's do our e's and oo's. So beginning here, wa min. So e. So e. And then we have e again on top of the sheen under the ra. And then we have Hasidin. Ha-si-di. Actually, well, din. You know what? We'll do the twin signs together with these regular sound signs. It's simpler that way, because essentially when you have a twin sign, you're basically adding a noon at the end. So it's e becomes in. If it was on the top, it would be a. With the twin sign, it would be an. And if it was a with the loop-de-loop, if it was one of these, then it become an un. So we don't have that here right now. So let's get back to writing here. So we see din. Then we have e a. So e a. Come on, let's make it thicker here. There you go. E a, and then a. Ha sa da. Now that we've got our sound signs done, let's look at our rest signs. Our rest signs are the symbols that connect these letters. Now, visibly, there is no rest sign here. There's no sukoon for our traditionalists. But there is a invisible rest sign right on top of the noon right here. And so we would read or recite this as wa min. We're connecting the meme and the noon together. But because there's no actual symbol here written, it's implied, then, just understand it that way. Next is the strong sign. We got the strong side on the ra, and that's about it. So let's go ahead over to the ra, and let's put our strong sign. Boom, that's done. After that, we look at our simple stretches. There's no specific simple stretches other than the individual letters. So we have a alif on next to the ha, but instead of ha, it is Hasidin Idha Hasad. So that's just an indication of the fact that these letters extend it, give it a simple stretch. Now, do we have any special symbols? And I don't see any special symbols. And so therefore, this whole verse writing is complete. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ Idha Hasad. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you soon.